All right, guys, welcome to Tribal Council and please welcome the jury. Today we have Bryce, Jade, and Elijah, and any other members of the jury who decide to join at various points throughout the night. So, with that being said, Seb, I'm hoping you are able, there you are. So Seb, you won individual immunity. I know everybody enjoyed watching me place, no, I'm not, place the little hexagons on the board. So how did you feel about winning your second immunity in a row?
Um, it definitely felt like, I mean, I'm happy that I won it, but it's also felt like kind of like undeserving because like I had like a clear pathway that would like honestly like get me the win. So that's why I was kind of like obvious I was gonna win from the start. But overall, I'm like really glad that this is the second immunity win in a row. So yeah, I'm feeling excited, but I'm also just vibing right now.
So Destiny, were you frustrated to come so close to winning immunity only to lose to your partner, once again?
I was so mad because like the way that you were just like, no, we're to keep going. I was like, Simona, there's no point. There's no point. I was getting really mad. It was just like shoving in my face. I'm glad it was Seb, happy for him, but it was so frustrating to know that I actually got close to an immunity this time.
I mean, out of fairness of the game, I did have to complete the challenge in case Seb accidentally like blocked himself in and then realized he like, did something like that. Like I did have to go through it just in case. It wasn't just to torture you, I promise. So, um, Kieran, for you, this week has definitely looked a little bit different. Oh, Walk's back in, please. So as we get down more and more in the numbers, how important is endgame, like our endgame scenarios to you?
Very important, because three of us are going to be making final three. Hopefully one of them is going to be me. So I just need to decide which two I want to make it with. Even though I don't think I can beat anyone, but I'll still try. But yeah, it's very important. Definitely looking at who I feel like I can beat and who maybe I don't have the best shots against. But yeah, I think everyone's kind of thinking about that right now. And to be honest, trying to stay as loyal as possible whilst also thinking about endgame.
So, Ryan, the immunity challenge this week was kind of about being able to foresee the future, predict what moves other players were going to make in order to properly direct your tile in the correct direction, to help you have the most opportunity to get to the end of the immunity challenge, which really mimics what you guys are all going through in the game right now. You kind of have to put yourself in different people's shoes and figure out what move are they going to make to give them the most paths that work for them to the final three, and to get to the end. So for you tonight, how are those pieces beginning to align?
Well, first of all, I would just like to say I was so fucked in that immunity challenge because I was in between two people that were actually active. So I was really mad as soon as I saw where my placement was. But I mean, it's definitely a unique situation. Someone is asking to go home tonight. And, they are also told me that they are going to be self-voting. So, I mean, if people want to pull some funny shit, they could have fun going to Rocks tonight. But I don't think that that's going to end up happening.
So who at this point in the game is asking to go home? Kayla. I see you in the chat, Kayla. So do you want to talk a little bit about what has led you to that decision?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, I'm at my friend's house, but I don't know if you can see me, but I just know I don't have a decent chance, and I'm in a lot of games, and so this one's also really stressful because it's final six, and I don't think it's fair for me to be in the game if I don't really want to, and these five do, and so that just is better for them too, because if I'm already stressed out, then there's no point in me playing. I wasn't at the immunity, I haven't really been showing up. So I think people kind of saw that I was losing interest and stuff. But no one better pull anything because I don't want what happened with Lucas to happen to one of you. So yeah.
So, Bella, I was watching an episode of Survivor last night where actually it was discussed how where the line between, like the strategy and people's personal preference, like where that line really is at the end of the day. If Kayla is better for your game, despite her not wanting to be here, are you more inclined to keep her in, or would you still respect her wishes and send her home?
I think I respect her wishes because I know if I was in that position, I would literally like be so upset if they kept me in the game. Like I'd be really, really pissed off. So I wouldn't want to like be in that position and have somebody like pull some weird shit. So I think it's at like the point where I think we could respect her wishes. And I mean, like we saw what happened to like Lucas, who was like, "Oh my gosh, Jade's good for my game," and he accidentally screwed himself over. So I don't want to do that to myself.
So, Seb, we're definitely at the point in the game where it's starting to become more and more clear, potentially, who is going to be more of a GOAT type of player and who really has what it takes to win. If Kayla sees herself as somebody who doesn't have what it takes, you never really know what the jury's perception of a player is going to be. But would you want a player like that in the end? Or will you just simply allow her to go home and potentially worsen your chances against somebody else who really has a strong desire to be here?
Ideally, I would obviously kind of like want to take them, especially like given my position, I literally got voted most likely to get 0 votes at the end. So like it kind of is like helpful for me specifically because I needed to like step up my own game personally. But again, since Kayla's like being very adamant on wanting to go home because of like mini games and stuff, which is completely understandable, I would rather just respect her wishes and I guess just like not tamper with that honestly, because I just don't want to get into like more necessary shit that can eventually like screw myself or like anybody else over. So yeah.
So, Destiny, as we get closer and closer to the end of the game, this is finale. Congratulations, everybody, on making finale, even though like the entire game is pre-filmed anyway. Um, do you think that as there haven't really been many idle or advantage plays despite like some certain auction situations, do you think that as we get down in the numbers that that's going to start to happen, or do you think that people are going to hold on to that type of stuff as long as they possibly can?
I mean, I don't know, because we have Mr. Ryan over there with 2 idols. Get the Snake Idol, Merge Idol. I honestly like don't know. I don't think he'll play anything tonight just because we want to respect Kayla's wishes. Because I definitely don't want to try anything tonight. I'm not in the mood. I want to kind of have an easy night, sadly. And honestly, as we get down to the numbers, I honestly don't know what's gonna happen just because things are kind of weird.
So, Ryan, do you agree that tonight should be an easy night, or do you plan on playing a supposed idol?
It's not supposed, you confirmed the last tribal, but anyways,
But you could have transferred or done something else.
that's true.
So.
And maybe I did. So it's fucking try it. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's definitely unique. I think that it's definitely something that would help me because, a lot of people want me out of the game. So if someone's going to throw themselves in front of the bullet, then I mean, okay. But I mean, I also think that the way that this is going to shake up the game is really, really, she's putting someone in a very pivotal position for the future. And that's Kieran, obviously. The final 6 is, and I'm not trying to call anyone out, but the final 6 is 3 duos, right? So you remove Kayla from that equation and you have 2 duos that are going to fight for the 3rd members, aka Kieran's vote in the final 5. So it's definitely something that is, although it is going to be a quote unquote boring vote if people do stick to what they say, it's definitely something that is going to shake up the dynamics of the game in a way that people weren't exactly perceiving because, we have, honestly, the votes were probably either going to be Destiny and then Ryan or Bella, like back and forth, you know what I mean? But now we have Kayla being like, I'm losing, I don't have interest, I need to concentrate on my real life. So now we have basically one of the most powerful players in the game emerging from the shadows being like, what's up, bitches? Like, who am I taking to the final 3 with me, motherfuckers? So it's definitely interesting. And I actually kind of like this because I already felt like those two were in the swing vote positions, but now it's actually going to get even crazier because it's going to be 2 and 2, and then we're going to have Kieran in the middle next tribal. So it's definitely going to shake up the dynamics of this tribe. And although it's going to be a boring vote, it's something that's definitely going to make the game more interesting in the long run.
So Ryan, you talk about this idea of duos, and I'm kind of going to go back to you for a moment. How do you know whether to look out more for yourself or to look out for your supposed duo?
Well, they're scared shitless of me. Like they're like shaking in their boots. Well, I wouldn't say that, but I think that they're less so scared of me and more so scared of my idols. But you know, my ego. But like I definitely think that if they were to place votes on Bella or someone, it would be Bella because Bella is obviously my duo. So, you know, my snake idol expires tonight. So who knows what I'm going to do with it? That's where I'm going to leave it off. But regardless, the snake idol, if y'all want to do your research, because I told this to Destiny before, and then like at this tribal council, she was like, he might save them, but it's like, girl, if you want to do your research on Snake X Island history, all snake idols expire at the final 6, so it's going to get played tonight. Like, but yeah, that's basically it. I don't know where I'm going to play it. I guess I'm just going to gaze into Destiny's eyes because last time she's basically the one that told me not to play the idol by mouthing play it while I was contemplating. But yeah, that's basically it.
So, Kieran, everybody's saying that you're going to end up in this ultimate power position with Kayla going home. Do you think that's true? Do you think that this potential move gives you a power spot in the final 3? Or do you think that having your, theoretical duo still in the game with you gives you a better shot at getting further?
I feel like, I mean, it could go both ways. They could pull was it like Kagayam where they like voted Sarah out, but everyone came together, like both sides came together and voted the middle person out. So, I mean, that could happen too. Or they could like come together, vote me out. Obviously, it sucks. Like if Kayla wants to go home, I still don't know personally if I'm like voting for her because I feel bad. But I mean, if she wants me to, then I might. But I just don't. I don't know. I just feel bad for doing that. So I haven't decided just yet, and I'll be honest with that. So yeah, I mean it might. I'm hoping it kind of does. If Kayla does go home, I'm kind of just hoping it puts me in a bit of a middle position. But I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to come together and then vote me, and just risk the final 4 and battling it out. Because obviously then one of them would make final 3 on either side of the duo. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed it solidifies me final 3 though. And thank you, Kayla, if it does.
All right, well, with that being said, unless anybody else has anything they would like to say, we can get to the votes. And I only have one whisper, and that is, 2 whispers, I take it back. Ryan and Kayla, and I have, that is 7, Bella. I don't know if that one was a whisper or not, so I'm just gonna leave it. You guys have until 21 to vote. I will see you then.
When do we have like until we have to vote?
21.
I have to pee. I'll be back, but please don't do vote reveal without me because, like, okay, so bye. All right, I do have the votes. However, I will be waiting for Ryan to return, so we're just gonna wait for that. I'm back.
All right, well, at this time, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Oh my god, you guys. Biggest freaking shocker of the century. This one, oh, this one wasn't the snake idol last time, but whatever. This actually does expire today, Destiny. So I'm gonna I'm just gonna be playing this on myself tonight because I know that people are definitely I don't know. I've been lied to a lot this season. So I mean that now that they're pretending to not vote me, they may be voting me because last time they pretended to vote me when they weren't voting me. So that's my logic. Anyways, yeah.
All right, this is the snake idol. Any votes cast for Ryan will reflect back onto the person who voted for him. With that being said, I will read the votes. Oh wait, 1 second. All right, first vote. Ryan does not count. That's reflected back onto Seb because Seb has immunity. That vote does not count. Next vote. Destiny. That's 1 vote, Destiny. Bella. That's 1 vote, Destiny. 1 vote, Bella. Next vote. Destiny. That's 2 votes, Destiny. 1 vote, Bella. Bella, we are tied. 2 votes, Destiny. 2 votes, Bella. 1 vote left. Next vote, and the next person voted out of Survivor Snake X Island. Destiny. Destiny, that is 3. That is enough tonight. Please bring me your torch.
Good job. Congratulations, Ryan. You had to bring goats to win. Honestly, don't know what else is gonna happen. Good luck to everyone. I don't want to be a bitter juror because I don't want to do that, and that ruins the fun of the game. But I'm really mad right now. But good job. Knew something was fishy. I texted Snake Island, said I'm gonna go. I'm gonna piss myself. So yeah, but thanks for letting me play. I'm kind of glad I got to play a game with some of y'all that I haven't got to play with, and it's been a really fun season.
I voted for Bella, by the way, Destiny.
Thank you, bestie. Yeah, already. Kayla, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Kayla.
All right, well, with that being said, if everybody else wants to leave, and Destiny, you can stay for your exit interview.